Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about our first unit, first law of thermodynamics for basic law of thermodynamics. So there's a brief introduction about what is thermodynamics. Thermodynamics is the branch of the science which deals with the energy transfer and its effects on the state or condition of the system. So, thermodynamics, it's the energy based system. Energy and it transformations for the energy, it's conversion from heat and work. So, that's a main concept should be based on the thermodynamics. So, James Joule had proved with his well known experiments with the mechanical work can be converted into the heat energy. The credit for using the heat by converting into the mechanical work goes to the James Watt, who produced the first steam engine for the industrial for the revolution. So the relationship between heat and work, the physical properties such as pressure, volume, temperature, and that working substance. So it is a feasibility concept for the equilibrium process. So thermodynamics is a science relation between the work and the heat. So what is the interaction between thermodynamics and what are the basic concepts behind thermodynamics? Let be explained for the previous slides. So these are the some introduction about that for the basic concepts. So let us be that what is system and what are the basic concept behavior that's be discussed for this area. So in that study, thermodynamics is a small part for the universe. We will apply for the law of thermodynamics, which will called as a system. So thermodynamic system is a locus for the free body diagram, which will apply for the law of mechanics like that Newton's law of motion or anything. So what is the basic concept begin under thermodynamics and the system? Let me explain further. So what is the meaning of the system? So thermodynamic system particularly it's based on that represent to quantity of matter under consideration to analyze the problem. To study the charges in its properties due to exchange of energy in heat and work. The system may be the quantity of the steam, a mixture of vapor and gases, or a piston cylinder assembly of an IC engines and its contents. So the quantity as well as the compositions of the matter. So measurable properties such pressure, temperature, and volume of the system. So energies of the system. The combination of matter and the space of the external system can be changed. The system is called the surroundings. So surroundings is the universe outside of the system, closely enough of the system, it's called the surroundings. The surface which separates the system from the surroundings called boundaries. So that is the boundaries can be shown in that. So boundaries, it means that like the wall of the kettle and the housing of the engine, that's we called as the boundary. So this is the brief introduction about that systems. So what is the types of system? So systems like that available in that closed system and open system and control volume and isolated system is available in there. So closed system means a closed system can exchange the energy in the form of heat and work with the environment, but there is no mass transfer across the systems of the boundary. So the mass within the system remains the same. The constant through its volume can change against the flexible boundary. Further, the physical nature, the chemical composition of the mass may be changed. Thus, a liquid may evaporate, a gas may be condensed, or in chemical reaction may occur between two or more components of the system. So, in this system of the closed system, cylinder fitted with movable piston, palm calorimeter, or a motor car battery, or in pressure cooker kitchen, it is the example for the closed system. And what is the meaning of open system means? An open system has a mass exchange with the surroundings analog with the transfers of energy in the form of the heat and work. The mass within a system does not necessarily remains constant. It may change that depending upon the mass inflow and mass outflow. So the mass inflow outflow it's shown in that mass out and heat and out of the work is in available in there. Okay. So many things in available in there. So what is the example for that open system means? That's a water wheel and a motor car engine, steam generator. So these are the systems for the open system. Water wheel, it is a device converts the potential energy of the water into the mechanical energy. So mechanical energy. Hence, the race side of the leaves of the tail race from the other end, such of the mass crosses of the systems rather than the changes of air and petrol. So many things in available in that. So next one thing, motor car engine. What is the motor car engine? The engine initially draws charges and finally exhausts the spent of the gases of the surrounding of the atmosphere. Though mass flow rate occurs from the systems and boundary. So third one, what is the steam generator? Steam generator is a boiler, is a device which converts the water from liquid to vapor base. Here contents of the system changes the water flows into the steam flows out of the system. So most of the engineering devices depends of the system involving and flowing through the fluid flow flowing them. So these are the systems and available in that. So a number of system and available in there. So next one thing, what is the control volume? So control volume is defined as a region in a space which is separated from the environment by control surfaces which may be either physically or imaginary. So that control system is normally taken to be fixed in a safe position and the orientation relative to the observer. So heat and work interactions are heat and work interaction between there. So there is a control system or continuously flows to the work. So next one thing, what is the isolated of the system? So isolated of the system, there is the no interaction between the system and its surroundings. So it is the it is fixed the mass and energy, and hence there is no and mass transfer across the systems and in the boundary. So many convenience in available in systems and boundary. We must choose the systems and every problems. So the best possible information how it behaves in some cases choices in the system will be obvious, and in some cases not so obvious. So important, you must be clear in defining what constitutes use your system and make that choice and explicit anyone else who may be reviewing in your work. So this is the boundaries and convenience is available in there. So next one thing, what is the boundary? May real fact of the physical surface, maybe imaginary and convenience analysis. So many examples. Doorway considered as imaginary boundary. So if there is air in the room is the system, a floor, ceiling and walls constitute real boundaries. So plane earth is open. So doorway constitutes the imaginary boundary. So it is the system, a brief introduction about that. So thank you.